Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Aes'Taldon, Evil Begets Evil. I'm a Dungeon Master, DM Disaster, and we're going to start with recap, and that goes to Rocky. Rocky, can you please tell us what happened last week?
Sure,
Please.
absolutely. So we started our lovely adventure, um, being told to take baths, which is also where we ended 2 weeks ago. So everybody found their own little bathtubs, scrub-a-dub-dubbed, and during this time period, um, no one finally found a bathtub. But the thing with him finding bathtubs is evil follows him into bathtubs. So Isa first,
Non-consensually.
oh, buddy.
Buddy.
First, Isa tried to get into his mind and failed because Noman is a boss and has these like earplugs that silence out everything. And that didn't work. So he tried again later at some point. He walks out of his bathroom, figure out what's going on, and he has a confrontation with Isa, face-to-face confrontation, and Isa's like, go to the bathroom. So he goes to the bathroom and he gives him his Order 66 words, his Bucky Barn words, and is now Isa is telling him he will not hurt any of his friends, or I feel like there was something else that was in that order that I don't remember, but basically Isa now controls Noman. He has the keys to the car. And he told him not to remember him that this whole thing happened, and then he left Isa with the now take your bubble bath and left. After that, there was another instance with Thend trying to help a child, I believe, in the laboratory room. And Kartog was helping him. So Kartog goes to find Isa, knocks on every single door and opens. Well, no, he doesn't knock on them. He just opens them, I believe, to get somebody into that room or get some help. Finally, he finds Isa and he's like, come help. So they go help a child who is suffering from burns. And we also realize that Kartog also realizes that he has the same steel defender, steel predator, steel giant steel monster mark that Lima does. To that point, Eros is in the bathroom. He gets out of the tub. This is a really awkward moment with Arthos, meets him in the hallway. Then they go to the room. He realizes he doesn't have clothing on except towels, then runs around. Noman finally gets done with his bath, offers him pants and clothes, gets clothes. They go back, hang out in that room. Kartog notices some runic writing. This is a train wreck. Why did you let me do this? Runic writing on one of the tubs. Was like, I need to go find Jezebel. Well, Jezebel's still in hell. I will go find Wilhelm, because I'm not going to find Isa. So he goes and what he does is opens all the doors, finds a child, vampire child, Wilhelm relation, eating another child's arm. And then looks at Wilhelm and there was a fight and yelling, and it brought everybody upstairs, and Arthos failed his saving throw and is being told to come help him, being Wilhelm. Now everybody's upstairs, and that's where we last left off. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Hey.
I love
Hey,
how
that
nobody helped her while she was like, steel defender, steel defender, steel defender, and there was silence.
I was having a panic attack.
No
Oh
worries.
yes,
You did great. You did fine.
Is it a steel defender?
It's a steel predator.
Steel Predator.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I thought it was a steel predator, but then I thought that was what I was wrongly calling it. So I
No, a
I
steel
told you
defender.
the-
A steel
is
defender.
a shield in RuneScape.
Oh, so that's what the wrong thing that I was calling it was.
A steel
then.
defender is
Okay.
also an artificer's like pet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Battlesmith Artificer's pet.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, I know one of them is wrong, and I know I was calling it that last time.
No,
I think
you're
Steel
good.
Predator was right.
I chose
Yeah, it's
poorly.
steel predator. All right, so 2 luck points for you, Rocky. All right, so to start us off, Noman, can you please roll that wisdom save?
Absolutely. If it ever rolls. Hey. Wow.
Hey.
That's a roll.
Holy shit.
All right, Noman.
Mm-hmm.
In your unawareness, essentially, you're observing everything normally. But something in the back of your mind is kind of calling to you, kind of whispering. It's very faint, though. You've heard this kind of calling before. It's whispering. But anyways, so everybody else, we are going to jump right into initiative. Let's get Wilhelm's, and I don't have that on my headset. That's why I can't hear anything. Okay. There we go. Can you all hear the combat?
Yes. I can hear the music.
Okay, because I can't hear shit, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys can hear it.
You might have turned down the volume so you could hear everybody talking and stuff.
Yeah, if global was changed last time or not, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I changed global so it wasn't like super loud for everybody. Alright, so. Ooh, don't even know what's going on. Okay, first up, arrows.
Cool. Run up the stairs. I have no idea what's going on, except everybody's in a mood. Bonus action, Unbreakable Majesty. Yeah.
Ooh.
So, if anybody wants to attack me, you have to make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail,
Charisma.
you have to change it. Oh, thank you. Charisma. On a fail, you have to change who you're attacking to, or you get...
Or your attack is wasted.
Yeah. And then, as my action, I'm going to cast Counter Charm. As he pulls out from his bag of holding his lyre and just starts strumming on it. So, any creature within 30 feet of me has advantage on saving throws for being frightened or charmed.
Well, you earlier.
Sorry, buddy. This room. I'll move up a little bit too. I'm... God darn it.
Oh, I think the game is still paused. That's why I don't think.
Oh, yeah, I was
think
like-
move.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, there you go.
I was
That
like, I
helps.
can move.
Denied.
I'll move there.
Alright, and...
Eris is starting a Camp Chippewa circle.
Kartog.
I think as Eros starts playing his lyre, Kartag's just gonna start, like, laughing. Oh, you hear that, will you? Bit of music to lighten the mood. Now you can stop this whenever you want by telling us what the fuck is going on, but until then, I'm gonna keep swinging. He's just gonna walk up and punch him in the face a few times.
He's just gonna yell as you go to punch. Not the face, please. Not anything but the face.
This is what we've been waiting for. Not the face.
Just gonna hit him where it hurts, you know.
In the face.
I believe I'm still raging. I don't know
Yes.
how. I don't know how to turn it on.
It's fine. Just do your attack, and then we can check it to see if it's doing it. If it's not, then just roll, or just add your rage to it.
He's incapacitated, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. Let me roll these at
Mhm.
advantage.
What?
Oh,
Oh my
dude,
god!
like, that's
Hold on a minute.
That's my job.
Yeah. So, audience, you
Oh,
can't
boy.
see this, but he got 2 nat ones. That was beautiful.
I think mid-swing, upon hearing "not the face," he pauses just before his fist hits Wilhelm's nose and pulls back and goes, "Alright, not the face, not the face."
Cup check.
I believe on a nat 1, I can't make my second attack, am I correct?
Yes, you cannot.
Fantastic. I think I'll pass my turn.
All right. Arthos.
Oh, how far away
Great start.
am I? 5 feet. Cool. He is not going to be able to make it up to him, but he is going to start walking his direction. As he's kind of passing by Eros, he just pulls his sword out of the scabbard and tosses the scabbard to the side and points to Wilhelm. "You son of a bitch!" He doesn't say anything else. He's just extremely pissed off at the moment. He's not gonna fucking do anything right now. Next turn he might stab him. We'll see.
All right. Wilhelm's turn. So Wilhelm kind of just breathes a sigh of relief as Kartog's fist doesn't hit him. Just thank you. Just please anywhere but the face. And then he, still obviously incapable of moving, calls out, "Nomen." Nomen, my dearest friend, my buddy, my pal. I can tell you about that little thing you're holding in your pocket. Just don't let them kill me. Please?
I'm listening.
There's no guarantee that I'm going to be safe. So if I die, then the information comes with me.
No guarantee that you actually do know anything.
There is guarantee. Leafa told me something about you. About where you're from.
Like I said, listening.
And I need... He's going to end his turn, and he is going to do his wisdom save. And, because I am in that radius...
Is it only for frightened or... I thought it's only for frightened or charmed.
I think it's only
And
from
for
my
allies?
friends.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me. Okay, you an endly friendly creature. Are you unfriendly towards Wilhelm? And also, yes, I can't do it regardless, but I do want to clarify. Are you friendly towards Wilhelm?
That's a great question.
That is a really good question that you have to answer
Mhm.
right this second.
I fucking know.
No pressure.
How? I mean, how upset did Arthos look walking up here? At
On a scale of 1 to 10, he's floating at about a solid 9 to 9.5.
I think that means no. That mixed with Arrow saying, "I don't trust you."
Oh my
shit.
god!
Oof.
That's
Sorry,
that's
buddy.
Oh my god, that was a nat one.
All right, Foundry, come on.
Please, oh my goodness, Jesus Christ!
Foundry,
We've only rolled
Forge, and the
3
Dice
dice this
Gods.
time. We've only rolled 3 dice so far, and they've all been ones. Come on.
Fine, it's fine, you guys.
Well, no, I rolled one that wasn't a one.
Oh my god. Okay.
3 out of
yeah.
4.
So that's gonna
Well, let me-
end my turn. Hopefully.
okay.
Hello?
There we go.
It's not looking good, guys.
Whoa. Those are dice.
All right. So ending Wilhelm's turn. He is still held. Noman.
Oh God. Probably should have thought about this. So he felt a weird tickle in the back of his brain.
Mhm.
Not sure what that is.
Something you have felt and heard before.
Right. I think because he's not currently aware that anything has transpired just recently, that it might be something ticking off from previously. So Noman's actually going to try to backstep a bit and hopefully trying to avoid something like that happening, if he can, and he's not going to take any crazy actions. He'll just ask out to Wilhelm. It would be much easier if you just explained everything. Go ahead. Might spare some unpleasantness.
And he's just gonna yell out, I'm going to get hit regardless. So I think I'm going to keep the information until I can guarantee my safety. I hope you don't take offense to that, Noman. It's a business deal, after all.
Hey, there's nothing saying that I'm gonna hit you right now, okay?
I mean, based on the dice. But yeah, he's
Excuse
not
me?
gonna... Nothing. Noman's not gonna do anything else. Not yet.
Alright, then.
Finn's gonna draw his blade, and as he does, you're gonna see electricity start to arc over it, and he's like, I mean, he might talk if I hit him with this. It won't do too much damage.
Arthos just gives a curt nod to Thed, like, my man.
But yeah, and he's just gonna walk over next to Wilhelm. Just be like, so, yay or nay? He's talking to everybody, including Wilhelm.
You already know Arthos' answer.
Wait.
Well, I was just like, please don't hit me.
Before we kill him, I know exactly how we can get some information from him.
Oh. Okay. What do you have in mind?
Isa will, well, on his turn, he's going to do a thing with the Blackstaff that I forgot that I could do.
You're gonna do what?
You'll see when it comes to his turn.
And I will hold my action to attack in case Wilhelm tries to run away. And then that'll be in my turn.
All right, awesome. Eyes up. Because apparently this did not switch over.
Does it look like Arthos is, like, without a doubt going to go and try to kill him, like, regardless of what anybody does?
Probably not kill him, but highly probably he's at least going to get stabbed once. But he's not
Okay.
looking to kill him, because right now he is wanting information. Whether Wilhelm lives or dies depends on what he says.
Okay. Then, in that case, let's see. What kind of action would it be to bring, Arthos half speed with me?
Half, if he's willing.
Like, to move both of us 15 feet instead of 30? Is that a specific kind of action, or?
I'm gonna have that take your bonus action.
Okay. Then I'll use my bonus action for both me and Arthos to move up 15 feet.
Yep.
And Isa will hold the ornate end of the black staff kind of close to Wilhelm's head. And he is going to
Just kind of
cast...
kind of mutter, just watch my hair.
He's going to cast Dominate Person at 7th level using the Master of Enchantment feature from the Blackstaff. So I have to roll an Arcana check and beat a DC 17 to use that for free.
That is a concentration, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you will be dropping concentration on whole person?
Yes.
Okay. Wowee.
So I cast it for free. And now he has to make a DC 18 save. Or be charmed for 1 hour.
Know what that's like.
Wisdom save. I'm sorry.
Alright, so yeah, you do that, and Wilhelm's gonna look at you, Isa. And he's just gonna kind of smile a little bit. You really shouldn't have done that.
I need Wilhelm to make a wisdom saving throw as well.
4.
As a free action, I'm going to use my aura of intimidation. It needs to make a DC 18 wisdom saving throw, or be frightened of me.
Alright. Wisdom saving throw. Nope.
Let's see.
1 second. I need to confirm something. Okay. Awesome. And you said that was wisdom.
Correct.
Did it roll? No. Rolling again. Saving. There we go.
Oof.
That is a -5 because he is within 10 feet of me. So that is a 17, which means he fails.
Alright, sounds good. And that's this turn he needs to move or during his turn?
It doesn't specify whether he has to move. He is just frightened for 1 minute.
Okay. Sounds good. That ends your turn, Isaac?
Let's see, movement. Yep, that is my turn. I will tell Kartak to hold him.
Alright. Eros.
First I'm gonna move. Get everybody in this circle. Yeah. I will once again, I'll keep playing and counter charm with my action. And bonus, what is going on? And look at Kartag, because if you're going to hold him, try hard and give him a bardic inspiration. So,
Alright, that ends your turn.
yeah, that's my turn.
Kill beans. Kartog.
Yeah. I mean, the whole holding him thing didn't really work out too well last time, but there's always the second shot. Yeah, I think Kartak's gonna get behind Wilhelm and attempts to grapple him. This is flat strength, not acrobatics, right? I mean athletics.
Just so you know, you are going to be on the side of him. Thend is behind him. He was facing you.
Oh.
Let me turn him so it's that way.
Okay. Yeah, going to the side's probably better than trying to hold someone from the front. In a situation like this, I want to grapple him, not hug him, you know? Is that a strength check, or is that athletics? I cannot remember for the life of me.
That is going to be, just do strength. Yeah, you're fine. Just do strength. I'll do strength. I'll fail. That's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and reckless this, because I'm pretty sure grapples count as an attack, so I'll give myself advantage after last time. Wow.
I mean, that's good.
And it's not 2 1s.
You know, it is not 2 1s.
Yeah, so he is grappled.
Cool. I'm not gonna use my second attack. I think Kartak will just look between like Arthas and him and Van and be like, right, do whatever you're gonna do. And I'll pass my turn.
Arthos.
Yep, he is going to step forward. In one hand, grab Wilhelm like by the neck of the shirt, and with the other, take the blade. He's not gonna stab him, but he's gonna point it close to like his face and his neck. He says, "If I were you, I wouldn't turn into mist. If you want to guarantee the safety of your fucking family, now you piece of shit, what the fuck did you put in that paper? I understand a fucking compulsion when I feel it, and I feel like you fucking lied to me. If you want me to guarantee the safety of your family, you are going to stand here and you are going to fucking talk. Do you understand me?"
What would you like for me to tell you, Arthos? That you're gullible. That I asked you to read the paper. And you decided not to.
And I told you to your face that I was going to give you this one chance to trust you.
You've known me long enough to know not to trust me.
He's going to push the blade forward just a little bit. Give me a good reason why I shouldn't fucking put this blade through your throat here and now.
I have none.
Compulsion be damned.
I have none.
I do. We need to figure out why he's feeding children to the goblins in his room.
They're not goblins.
Arthur just kind of glances at Kartak with like an eyebrow raised, like, what?
Wait, why'd you think I was throwing hands and shouting at him in the first place? He's feeding children to his family.
The orphans that
Somehow
we
that
serve.
doesn't surprise me.
Like, did you think I just wanted to throw hands with Wilhelm for a laugh?
Wilhelm's
Yes.
just nodding.
Like, yeah, Arthur's like,
Everyone,
Yes.
everyone in unison. Yes.
yeah. Kartak has wanted to punch Wilhelm in the face for a long time. Yes. So he looks back at Wilhelm. Right. Answer his question. Why the fuck are you feeding children to your family? And what the fuck is wrong with your family?
There's nothing wrong with them. They're a little sick. That's it.
I'm a doctor. I know what the fuck a little sick actually fucking means. This is more than just a little sick.
You haven't seen them, you don't know. They're just ill. It's fine. And those children were going to die anyways. Trust me, I feel terrible.
Wilhelm, the only thing that you feel is the fact that I have you by the neck of your shirt and the blade against your face. Other than that, you don't feel shit.
Does he feel terrible?
You just see Wilhelm, like, eyeing the blade. You can stab me anywhere but my face. That's all I ask. If you're going to kill me, at least try to leave me with a remotely attractive face. I want to have an open casket.
Speaking of casket, where is it?
Arthur just brings the blade a little bit higher. Like, it was kind of probably close towards like his jaw and his chin, and now it's kind of closer towards his cheek.
No. That I won't be telling you.
And you think we wouldn't keep you here while we search every inch of this estate to find you?
By all means, go ahead. Isa, you might look dumb, but I'm quite certain you're not. And you, of all people, would know that I'm not going to be stupid enough to leave my own home here. My respite, my safety net. With all of you present, knowing that you can turn on each other at the drop of a hat? No.
my god, Wilhelm, why don't you just explain yourself? All you do is fucking talk.
Oh, you've left your casket in your family home, haven't you? The ancestral one, which is conveniently where my Bannog is currently parked. Now, you can answer my questions, or I can get my lovely friend here, Isa, to give me a little zap back to my home. And I can go and burn yours to the ground until I find that shitty little box and I can take a piss in it.
I would rather you not ruin the home. I told you there's a curse there, and it could probably pass on to you. I would really rather not that happen. Now, Arthos, are you doing anything?
Aside from threatening him, no.
Yeah, so, Wilhelm is, he's just gonna kind of sigh. Honestly, I don't want to have to fight any of you. Can we please act civilized?
Start talking, start answering questions.
I'm
First off,
not
what the fuck
going
is wrong
to
with your family?
answer questions until you all stop acting like animals. I have been gracious. I have allowed you all to stay in my home, and even now, under duress, I have not harmed any of you. And then he kind of does like a little shrug. Not like I really could anyways, because, you know, Isa did put the whole person on me. Semantics. I have the ability right now to step away, and I'm choosing not to. Will you put down your arms and speak to me like civilized people, and I will answer you to the best of my ability.
I mean, he does have a point. Then's gonna kind of like lower his sword from his high pose. It's kind of like bringing it down to like his waist.
Others continues to stare at Wilhelm's face for a minute, and then slowly lower the blade. He tossed the scabbard aside, so he's not going to sheath it, but he's just got it at his side.
Isa will take like a half step back, but keeping his eyes on him.
Kartik's like, debatable, debatable.
Honestly, I feel that
Now it is a hug.
Yeah, Kartak will drop the grapple.
Right. So, with all of you deciding to hear Wilhelm out, he kind of shakes himself a little bit, brushes his hands over his jacket. When they say crushed velvet, Kartok, they don't actually mean to crush it. He's trying to smooth it out a little bit.
You are so very lucky that the velvet is the only thing that is crushed.
Me.
You are lucky that Noman and Arthos and Fend decided to turn the other cheek. Because if one of them did not drop their arms, I would have popped your head like a watermelon. However, that is not what we're doing now. We are having a civil conversation until the time arises where it no longer turns civil. So, how about you start from the beginning? And tell us how your family came back.
Do you mean the literal beginning, like when I was born, or, you know?
No.
So I just wanted to clarify, that's all. And he kind of like squeezes between Arthos and Arrows, like, excuse me? And then he makes his way. It's like, please follow me.
Arthos was gonna follow him as soon as he started moving.
So
Keep up those E-minors, Eros, but remember, if things go bad, we want a nice tempo. We want some fighting music.
Something a little jaunty, understood.
Yes, jaunty and fun.
Jovial fight music. Got it. Ding! He's gonna sit in a chair and just play. No. This one.
I imagine
So-
him lean back over the arm with one leg over the other arm, just lazily strumming his lyre.
He was going to sit on Wilhelm's desk, but he doesn't feel like being that much of a dick.
You know, I used to be in a band once.
Really? Hard dog, you never told me.
Yes, our performances were quite electric.
As a slow turn,
Adaptive
I mean
voice.
that. I don't know if you mean actual electricity.
they
or
actually
like-
kill people with lightning in a bar.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's a fucking deep cut.
So now that that you're all in this room, Wilhelm sits and he starts to go through the paperwork at his desk, and then he pulls out a paper. You see it's rolled up, and he sets it down, unfurls the scroll. You can see that there's, you know, just some kind of just technical jargon, you know, stating that Arthos is to be the heir of the Wilhelm estate. You know, all of his riches, his family is bequeathed to Arthos, you know, in the instance that Wilhelm were to pass. And you can kind of looking at it, he lets out a sigh, just like a groan of annoyance. And, like, looking up at the ceiling with, like, just this kind of exasperated expression, he taps the scroll with his fingers, and you can see this kind of gold writing begin to form around the edge. It's small. You can see that it fills the entirety of it, and it just keeps going and going until it gets to the actual main text. Looking at it, you can see that it's another piece of the contract. This states that if anything were to happen to me, obviously that Arthos becomes the head of the Drakenheart estate. Should Arthos die in battle, I can claim his soul and be revitalized. That's it.
Arthos' arm is feeling a little twitchy.
He's like, that's it. It's nothing else.
That's it? Really, that's it? That's it? Oh, you die and I get your soul? That doesn't sound like a that's it, Wilhelm. I don't know where you're from, but that is not a that's it in my world.
I'm from Aes'Taldon. Tyr's Vale, to be exact. You saw my home.
Yeah, where dicks come from, apparently. And he keeps playing.
Well, look. I need a failsafe. I'm quite certain that Arthos probably told you already that I'm dying. Bringing my family back cost me greatly. It cost me my lifespan, if you will. And he kind of shows his teeth, and you can see that they're flat. They're no longer pointed anymore. My immortality has been stripped. That and my elven lineage is doing nothing for me. I have maybe 2 years, if that.
I noticed you were getting a few wrinkles on your forehead. Keeps playing.
He kind of just puts his hand on his forehead. He looks very offended that you said this.
I know.
I thought you
Vicious
were a
mockery.
nice person.
I am a nice person, but you're a dick, so, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do.
He was probably more wounded by that comment than the whole fight.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Doris is very upset.
And then he just kind of looks kind of down at the paper. Wow, it's Dad.
Hi, here, Dad.
Hi, baby.
Very happy to see her dad.
Aw.
He looks at the paper again and you're welcome to examine it, do any kind of remove magic, whatever, to it. This is all that's there.
I remember why I was looking for you. I forgot because I got angry, but I remember now. Your house is turbo fucking haunted.
Arthos is going to take the paper from him and hand it to Isa.
Observe
Make sure that's just a regular piece of paper.
while Isa reads this contract. I will show you crazy fucking scripture. And Kartak just dumps the paper, like the papers that he scrolled out earlier, onto the table. Look.
With your elf eyes.
You're no
Sorry.
longer.
What do your
Sorry,
elf eyes
I
see?
had to. I had to.
Well, while he's doing that, Isaac's just going to cast Dispel Magic on the paper.
And yeah, as you cast Dispel Magic, nothing else appears. And Wilhelm looks at the paper, or the papers that Gartog put in front of him, and he kind of shuffles it around. What does this say?
What do you mean, what's it? I don't know what it says.
Oh, you're handing it to me. I thought you knew what it said.
I thought you knew what it said.
Why would I know what it says?
Where exactly did you find this?
Oh, you remember that bathtub where we murdered Joran's ex?
No, I don't know. I don't know who Jordan's ex is.
Oh, well, we murdered Joran's ex-girlfriend in a bathtub because she was a demon. And then I went to go and take a bath in the bathtub, and I noticed there was like evil runes on the bathtub.
I'm not fucking surprised. But you found it in the bathtub, or in the bathroom?
In the tub.
Okay.
And besides, aren't you a fucking wizard man? Wilhelm, can't you use your wizard eyes to read it?
Wilhelm isn't a wizard.
Just no. Mine takes a
Everyone
natural.
who casts magic is a wizard.
No,
Everybody knows that.
Wizards are the ones who don't have magic and they need to try and take it from somewhere else. Everyone else present in the room, we're just lucky to be born with magic.
Okay, magician, can't you use your natural magic skills to read the cursed fucking runes on your bathtub?
No.
Can anybody else?
He looks over at Isaac.
Unfortunately,
Isaac, you don't have anything to learn languages. Isn't that what
Listen, there are
bookworms
four
like you
fucking
do?
magicians in this room, and I swear to God, if none of you know how to comprehend this language, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Wilhelm, if you insult me one more time, I'm going to hold you down and let ourselves elaborate your face.
Language is not my thing.
Ben kind of raises his hand. He's like, I could cast comprehend languages.
Sven, where are you?
I know. I noticed that my token wasn't on the thing.
I pointed at you like however many
You're
minutes
in the
ago.
hallway.
I can't see him.
Oh
Oh no!
you can't see. You should have told me you can't see.
Okay, I got him now.
Fail.
Literally, you walked away. And I couldn't see him anymore. I was like, what happened?
Hit tab.
Okay, friend. This is your big moment, okay? This is the moment where you prove yourself to be a useful member of this team. The moment where people will finally remember your name. Read the cursed words.
Yeah.
Arabs, we need inspirational music right now.
Oh, you know what? You could do it then. Go, go, go. Read the words. Bardic inspiration.
Do you speak it?
Yeah.
Can't
I'll
you
give
see he's a man? Let me hear you applaud. He is more than a man. He's a shiny golden god.
God.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and cast comprehend languages, and he'll pick. I guess they're written down on this paper.
Yes.
He will pick up the paper,
Me.
and it
Just
takes him a bit, but he does finally start
thing it's
reading
not.
it.
There's like 5
Oh.
papers, all kind of like laid out because it was surrounding the entirety of the bathtub.
You understand any You understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text. It doesn't decode secret messages in a text or a glyph, such as an arcane sigil, that isn't part of a written language.
All right. So I'm going to put in loot.
Mm.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Give it a 2.
What the fuck is this?
It says a bibbity bobbity boobity bobbity.
I only
Says
speak
crazy.
Reading this,
I can read the first word, but I don't want to
Astaroth?
read the second one.
I don't like that.
Wait, did you say this was what language was this?
this
This isn't
Azeroth,
Thend, you are
Metrio,
reading
Synthos.
this.
Operatio Nigromantica? What the fuck?
I'm from America. I can't say that for that second part.
Josh, what the
I don't
fuck
think
did
we
you
want to say that on Twitch.
What did you say?
Hey, yo, meet me outside, my boy.
That's
so
an expensive
for
flight.
the audience, it is okay. Then you are reading this, and you are understanding what is being said, but even through this text that's there, something about it is peculiar. It's not a language that you are familiar with on Ace or in Aes'Taldon. It's something you've never seen before, but you do comprehend it. It's basically Latin. And you're reading this and you realize that as you are nearing the end, that this is a demon summoning spell.
But I didn't read it out loud.
If you choose not to read it out loud, that's on you. I can't tell you whether you did or not.
Then what is it exactly?
Yeah, he doesn't read it out loud, and then he's just gonna look over. He's like, I think this is to summon some sort of demon.
Excuse me?
That's what it looks like to me.
Wilhelm immediately puts his hands up. Nope. That's not my area of expertise. I'm sleeping with one. I don't summon them.
And this is definitely not infernal, right?
It is not infernal.
Okay.
Where was this?
I picked the wrong useless fucking language.
Yep.
Oh, this
Mhm.
was in the bathtub.
Who needs to
Somebody
talk
was
to dragons?
trying to summon a demon in the bathtub.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like a heck of a party.
Any demon or something specific?
The word that you
Oh.
are reading that is underlined, it says Astaroth.
Matrioncitos.
This looks like a name. It says Astaroth. Does that ring any bells for anyone?
Roll religion for those who want to figure it out.
Sure.
Why not?
Why not?
Oh, I know Aes'Taldon.
Oh,
He's that
wait.
big dude with the axe from Soul
I have
Calibur.
a +1 to that. Why not?
Wait, I have a book on demons.
You have a demon book and you didn't tell Isaac? You son of a bitch?
So close to that.
I found it in Wilhelm's library.
Of course you found it in Wilhelm's fucking library.
Remember, it's not
Wow.
Wilhelm's library. This
No.
is the
Oh,
Kin
yeah.
family's library.
Remember, fucking Harley's crazy ass bullshit inside the family.
Yeah, I am going to reach into my bag and pull out. I'm trying to find the name of the book. Oh no. There's gonna find. I cannot find the name of the book. I've got Art of Combat, Woodsman, Learn God. I swear I had a demon book.
Vincent, how to find them?
The Devil's Circle.
Ouch.
That's something else.
The what?
It's called the Devil's Circle. I'm gonna
mhm.
open it up to the, I guess, table of contents and see if there's anything. I mean, it starts with an A, so I mean, I could also start at the beginning of the book and start flipping.
Yeah, no. So, Thend, you can roll. Actually, no. You know what? Then you do not need to roll because you do have the book. So you're going through. Everybody has rolled well enough. Well enough. Arthos, you are familiar with the name Astaroth, based off of the fact that the church has mentioned it before. You just know that it's a demon from the Nine Hells. Everybody else, you know that it is a demon from the infinite layers of the abyss. His title was the Ebolus, and he was concerned with matters of prophecy. I will be also linking in loot the wiki for him, so you guys can read that on your own.
Cool.
Oh, of course, someone's trying to summon the treasurer of hell in Wilhelm's house.
100%. That sounds pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
That
That sounds
sounds
pretty
about
odd.
right to me.
Yeah, I's a slow turn looking to Wilhelm.
What?
You know absolutely nothing about this.
Absolutely nothing. I honestly have no reason to summon demons
You
in my
don't.
home.
The words honestly, honest, honesty does not flow out of your mouth that well.
I think they flow out quite well. I've practiced saying them enough.
Practice does not always make perfect.
Oh, considering I've had well over 200 years to practice the word. I think I've perfected it quite a bit. But, in truth, I have not summoned anything. Jezebel is more than enough. I'm not going to make a pact with another demon.
Maybe Jezebel is interested in a demon prince instead of a fading vampire elf.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
Perhaps. I wouldn't be surprised, but we do have an open relationship, so if she wanted to, she can just go to him right now and spend time with him. It's not going to bother me any.
You know what we could do? And I know you're gonna go, oh no, Kartag, we can't do that. Surely not. But what we could do...
no.
I don't want to go to the Nine Hells, Kartag. Please
No.
do not suggest that, because I
No,
really...
no, we're not going to the Nine Hells. Why don't
Okay.
we just
I
bring
just
the
deadpan
Nine
looking at you,
Hells
Kartag.
here?
Noman, can you roll me a
No.
wisdom save, please?
Oh,
Anyways,
hell.
continue.
Like, we could
I was
just
just
do
like,
the
no.
ritual.
No.
It'll be fun.
No.
Hey, there it is.
Finn's literally just gonna look at Kartok and be like, hell no.
I'd sooner fight you myself.
Noman.
Hmm?
As they are all kind of conversing with one another, you standing off to the side, the crackling of the fireplace kind of draws you in. It's just kind of white noise, everybody kind of just chattering amongst themselves, and with that you can hear that whispering again, but this time it's getting a little bit louder, and you hear it. Noman, you have to get out of here. Noman, he's controlling you.
Hell?
And it sounds almost staticky. Noman, the orb.
What's going on? Saying in his mind, what's going on? I don't feel like. Do I get any kind of sense of the type of voice? Like,
It's so static
Make
and
out
you
anything?
can't make out anything from it. It's almost
But
like the
it
voice is
mentions-
kind of breaking in and out.
but it mentioned the orb.
Yes.
Noman's going to step back one. And he'll reach out mentally. Who is this?
And it's almost the same response again. Noman. Noman. And it's like a loop.
Noman's going to be kind of like standing there, kind of just a little shaken from this, and just kind of like looking all around him, trying to figure out what this means, where this could be coming from. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you want. Why would I trust anything that you're saying?
At this point, when you say that, it's almost like a very painful ringing in your ear. Like a sound that can almost knock you onto your feet or off of your feet. It doesn't. But it's like the sound is starting to get a little bit louder. Like somebody dialing it up every couple seconds.
And let's see. Did anything change by him stepping back
No.
when he had stepped back? He'll step back back one more. Not like facing the door, but just kind of backstepping towards it. Any change?
No change.
And all it was saying was get away and something about the orb. That's it.
It's saying, get away, you're being
Get away.
controlled.
Can be controlled.
The orb.
No. I feel for where the orb is, it's there, correct? It's
Yes, it's there. Now that you're feeling around for it, it almost feels to be humming.
if his face could express. he's going to step out of the room and step over and see what's going on with it. Take it out of its space, and still not touching, but kind of unraveling the wrapping. What does he see?
It's pulsing from within. There's a light. Not bright, but definitely noticeable.
Noman's going to try and message Wilhelm without moving from where he is, and he's going to say, tell me what this orb is now, please.
And Wilhelm is in the middle of kind of conversing with all of you. You know, he's still trying to prove his innocence, that he's not summoning this thing, while all of you are kind of arguing. And Numan, you still hear all of this arguing. You hear Wilhelm like, no, I promise I'm not summoning anything. Can you just believe me for once? And then you hear in your head, just kind of very calm, it's a key to your past. You should probably touch it.
Turk.
That's shady as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Please press the glowing red button.
Oh god, how do I feel about his words about that?
You can roll insight.
Oh god. Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay,
yeah.
then.
You feel that Wilhelm is trying to tell you the truth, despite everything.
Noman. Noman will start to head downstairs. And trying to distance himself from everybody. He still doesn't really understand what any of this is going on.
All right. And everybody else. Wilhelm finally kind of just...
open.
No, you can't open that. Play with that.
Yay!
Wilhelm kind of like raises his hands as if to kind of quiet everybody.
It's broken.
And he kind of like breathes a little bit. Just... Is there any other questions that are not accusing me of summoning demons?
Oh, I do have a question about the whole children eating children thing.
They were sick. I'm not going to waste children. When this war is over, I'm going to take the healthy ones and I'm going to have them work. Just like I do with all of my children.
You know what? I feel like you think that makes you a good person, Wilhelm. And it doesn't?
And he kind of now, like, you see him leaning forward on the table, his elbows resting on it. Explain how that doesn't make me a good person. Because you don't even know what I do, Eros. You know nothing
Just-
about me.
No. Just, putting children to work sounds terrible.
Not
As
to mention,
well as...
Okay. Let me add a bit of context here. Wilhelm here is a business owner. He owns a clothing store, a strip club, and a drug manufacturing plant.
And a tavern.
Oh, and a tavern.
Wilhelm,
Wait, where do the children work?
he kind of looks at you, just not at the red dress, if that's what you're asking.
No. No. No, no, no. No.
They are...
And he
Too young.
kind of
let's not
just...
forget the fact that most, if not all, of those children were going to get fed to your family.
And he shakes his head. You're jumping to conclusions, Isa. Because you don't like the fact that my ethics may differ from yours. I don't question your methods when it comes to you doctoring people. I accept it. Because you know what's best. And he kind of waves his hand. The children that are under my care receive my care. They receive my protection. They are my property, yes. But they are my property willingly. I never hold anybody against their will. If they wish to leave, they can. When they're young, I have them work in the clothing store. I have them working, making fabrics. They earn a wage. Part of that wage I take and I invest, not for myself, but for the children. And he gets up and he moves over to one of the shelves behind him, comes back, and you see that he has a big book. You see it's a ledger. Sets it down, opens it, and you can see that there are hundreds and hundreds of names. And you can see their ages. And you can see how much they earned. What was taken, put away, what was invested. They work for me. And whenever they choose to leave, I give them their money, and they are free to go. I provide food, shelter, healthcare, protection. If you want to, you are free to go and ask any of them. Though, of course, he kind of looks at all of you. Not like you would believe them, believing that I put them under some sort of charm spell. Isaac can go and cast Dispel Magic on any of them. I don't care. I care for the children. They're my family when I didn't have one. They don't have a family, and I provided it for them. And then you see his expression kind of falls a bit. Leafa said that she would bring back my family. At the cost of lives. She wanted me to bring you all in to turn against all of you and use your life to bring back theirs. And instead I decided to give up my immortality to spare you all.
And your contract with Arthos? It feels like a wash for that good that you did. He dies in battle and you just get resurrected with his soul.
He's going to be dead anyways. What does it matter?
I mean, also, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. All contracts require consideration.
And he looks at you, Arthos. I asked you to
And
read
this,
it. I understand what I did was a little underhanded. Okay, a
a
lot.
little.
A lot. A lot. I understand. And I should have considered possibly asking you first. But you decided to sign it without reading it. And I told you to take it, to look it over. That's not my fault. You can't put that blame on me.
No, but choosing to lie to my face, I can. If you had been upfront and honest, because he's going to gesture to the paper. The gold around the edge was not, the writing that leads into the others was not there when you first handed me this paper.
No, Arthos, but I thought you would have been at least a little bit smart to know what kind of a person I am. And you would have taken it to Isa and had him dispel it.
That would nullify any trust you expected to have with this contract.
Exactly.
I don't see it as that. I gave him the contract knowing full well that he would more than likely have it dispelled. After the fact, he can speak to me about it. But I was bound to be unable to speak about it. Until, and he kind of gestures to the writing, until that was revealed.
Okay. But that still doesn't answer the question why there are children eating other children. I know what you're gonna say. Oh, they're sick. Sick with what? Cannibalism isn't an ill. Well, yeah, I guess it is. But they look fucked up, dude. Like, they look really fucked, Wilhelm.
I was getting to that. As I was explaining, Leafa brought them back. She brought them back as something else. Of course, I did not read the fine print. I acted on a whim. I had the opportunity and I took it. However she brought them back, they are... And he shakes his head. You see, he looks a little kind of upset about this. They're still my family. Whatever they are. They can eat. They breathe. They talk. They walk. We have moments where they are themselves. Though those moments have become far few and in between. I was hoping that I could find a way to fix them before things escalated. The children that I do provide for them are the ones that are injured terribly, that are dying. It keeps my family from breaking out those doors and attacking anyone they see. Whether you all agree with it or not, I can spare one to save 100.
Don't you feel betrayed by Lifa? I mean, this couldn't have been what you saw as the sacrifices you would be making. Did you actually make this decision knowing you'd be sacrificing children this whole time?
No, I didn't. She told me they would come back as they were. And I decided to put faith in her.
Seems a bit misguided now, I guess.
He shrugs a bit.
Isa has a bit of a soured expression.
Arthos' eyebrows are raised, but he's not saying anything. He's,
Would you have made a different decision if you knew that this would have been the outcome?
Are you asking if I would have sacrificed you all instead of my own life?
No, I mean, if you knew that your family would end up like this, would you have made the decision that you did?
No. I have my family back in some capacity. Whatever she did to them, I could hopefully undo.
But in the meantime, to save these few, it's going to cost hundreds or thousands of lives.
The ones that were going to be dead anyways.
So you say, but if you think about what you did before this war, where you were taking these children off the streets, and he points to the ledger, could you have not just saved them? At this point, you're just playing God.
And he nods. You can see he's taking in what you're saying. And then just kind of looks up at you. Who better to play God than me?
No man, no matter how powerful, should play God. We are unworthy.
And Wilhelm just kind of slowly looks over at Kartog.
Right. So that's the difference. I was ordained by the Council of Nishrak. Technically, I'm not playing God. God said, hey, have a little crumb, you know?
And now he looks past you, Kartog, and looks at Arthos.
God damn. I love that my character has no idea about any of this.
Arthur's just deadpan stares at him and shakes his head. He's not entertaining any of Wilhelm's bullshit at the moment.
I just feel that it's very hypocritical. You talk about making these sacrifices, I guess, for the greater good. And yet, here you are, sacrificing so many just to save monsters. Because these are not your loved ones. They're just, at best, false representations. And with your access to clergy members and the rest, you could kill them now in the short term. And maybe in the future find a way to resurrect them as they should be. Or maybe you could find a way to cure what ails them. But in the meantime, you'd be saving hundreds of lives. This is not the way.
He nods. I appreciate your words of wisdom, monk. But I wouldn't change my path. If you were in my shoes, I'm quite certain you would have done the same to gain your loved one back.
He sits there and he thinks about it. I don't believe I would go to this extreme. At least I hope I wouldn't go to this extreme.
I thought the same thing, and yet here I am.
Knowing now what I know, I can't leave here and just leave these monsters alive with you feeding children to them. I could euthanize them painlessly, or as painlessly as possible. But I will not leave them living to feed off the masses.
And you see Wilhelm, it's like that flash of kind of anger in his eyes now, as he acknowledges the fact that you are alluding to killing his family. He puts his hands on the table and he starts to stand. I'm going to ask you to let me deal with my family on my own, however I see fit.
Not if you will continue to feed the innocent to them.
You're welcome to take the children, if that's what you're worried about.
You know, there is a happy medium here.
I mean, you could feed criminals to them.
You could feed the 5 to 6 dead members of the church outside of your house to them, and that means I don't need to get rid of the bodies. Please.
He does have a point. War generates plenty of bodies.
Not in the cities, but you do have a point.
Oh, give it time.
He kind of just sighs a bit. Fine. No harm to my family from any of you. And he kind of looks kind of at each of you to kind of make his point, and then he looks over to where Noman was and realizes that he's not there. Where's Noman?
Oh, are we doing this bit again?
Yeah.
Where's Delvin?
Isa will pass. How far does this go? 120 feet? Yeah. Yeah. Isa will cast message to Noman. Where did you go to?
You need to be able to see them to cast it.
What?
Yes, you need to be able to actually make eye contact because it's mouthing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
You're
a thing
basically
goes
reading
send-
lips.
Or at least if you do know where they are within the range, but there's still like obstacles that you can't send through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing I know is that he's. Well, I presume he's in the house.
He has run out.
Do you want? I can go look for him. I'll just. We'll have all things to deal with. I'll go find him.
Arthos is gonna look at Isa and
Rocky.
tell him to keep the contract on you. For now.
It's a it's just a door.
Arthos doesn't say anything. He's just gonna walk out, follow arrows. Come on, Rocky, you do this. I believe in you.
Isa will cast sending to Lifa. Where are you? I need to speak with you tonight.
There we go.
That's it.
Yep.
And you get a response back. I'm at home. What? When should I expect you?
I don't know if I can send a message back without having to spend another spell slot.
Obviously you do.
Fuck.
The fun of sending.
Damn it, sending. Why can't you be fucking enchantment? That would make this so much easier.
That's my token.
Then where are you going?
I was gonna say, whenever he goes to stand up, he's gonna hold his hand out to Wilhelm first,
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, though you seem convoluted on how you do things, you do seem to be at least a man of your word. I'm going to trust you on this. No more children, no more innocents.
Wilhelm looks at your hand. Kind of sneers a little bit. Cast prestidigitation on it.
Man, I got half of mine to spit in my hand now.
And then shakes your hand.
Right before he grabs it, you just spit in hand.
Or as we're shaking hands, I spit on his hand.
Yeah, JR, now you know how it feels to be, targeted by Wilhelm.
But yeah, I'm I'm gonna
Does
go
he
ahead.
have hellish rebuke?
I'm gonna go ahead and walk out, and no one knows where Noman is, right?
No, yeah, no one knows where he is.
All right. I'm gonna go. I now know I can look through the keyholes into the rooms.
Yes.
I'm going to knock on the doors first, and basically be going, "Noman, Noman," or better yet, "Noman."
He ain't been around that long for that.
That's gross. Yeah, so you do that. You start knocking on the doors, and you hear kind of growling and snarling from the other side. You can hear as like bodies start to thump against the doors.
Well, I hope they hold. Goes to the next one, knocks on that door.
Oh yeah, no, this one that you went to, the first one, there's nothing in there. You do see like spots of water on the floor, but that's about it. The others, as you do that, you hear from this one, you hear the snarling, banging.
Yep. And I guess all of these it's snarling and banging.
Yes.
Okay. Including this one.
No.
Oh. I'm gonna knock on the door, and if I don't hear anything, I'm gonna take a peek through the keyhole.
You knock on the door, no response. Peeking through the keyhole, you can see that it's like a linen closet with stairs leading up.
Ooh. He's gonna open the door.
Then just does the whistle as he steps inside.
Yep.
Nothing
He's just
inconspicuous here.
Yeah, he's just looking between the shelves, making sure that Noman's not here. Look at those nice stairs there. They look so nice.
Noman could have gone up there, right?
Yeah, he obviously could. You never know. He could go to the attic.
He's
Yeah,
small.
so you make your way up, and the door at the top of the stairs is closed. Jiggling the handle, it opens.
I was gonna say before it opens, is there a keyhole?
No.
Okay, well, in that case, Lord help me if there's anything in here. I'm gonna
Check it out.
I'm gonna draw my sword just in case, and then push the door open.
Pushing the door open, it's a very, very small space. Smaller than this room, honestly. It's almost maybe 2 people wide, but it is a long, kind of almost hallway area. It's dark. There are no lights in here. And there's kind of this very, very faint, lingering smell. Kind of like of just body fluids, death.
Yeah, in that case, hold on, I want to make sure that I had it. I don't have it prepared. That sucks. I am actually going to reach into the efficient quiver and pull out a torch and use prestidigitation to light it, just so I
Okay.
can see better.
Yep, you do that, and the light fills the room real quick. You can see that it's bare. The walls are stone. And you can see that there are deep claw marks in the walls. You can see that there's scuff marks and claw marks on the floor as well. And then at the very end, you can catch like a very, very, very faint kind of just, not even a glint, but just kind of like light reflecting off of something dull.
I will step closer.
Yep, the closer you get, you can see that there are shackles on the floor.
Looking at the state of the room, how long has it been since someone's been in here?
Oh, you can tell nobody's been in there for probably years.
I love that as a player, I know what happened. But as a character, he's like, what is this house of horrors?
Horrors.
He's, after taking a quick look around and realizing that it hasn't been used in a long time, he's just gonna make his way back downstairs and close the door behind him. And then continue looking for Noman.
Okay.
And close this door behind me. Nope, never went in that closet.
Alright. And those of us downstairs. Eros, did it not work for you to transfer you downstairs?
No, I tried, and then it did at first, but then my token disappeared, so I just gave myself a new token. But then I noticed that my token decided that it didn't transfer and stayed upstairs, but it wouldn't let me delete it, so
Yeah, we can't delete.
So are you
It was
upstairs or
a-
downstairs?
I'm downstairs.
Okay. I
Yep.
deleted
Oh
it.
my
I got my token here.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to
Eros
add
can
one.
cast Simulacrum.
Scully just got left in the bathroom. That poor thing.
Oh,
Like, it smells in here. Mother. Mother.
Safe.
I had waved Scully away, but I forgot to delete Scully's token, so poor Scully.
But yeah, so what are you all doing downstairs?
As we're walking down the steps, I will turn to Arthos. So, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Still a little pissed off, but right now I just want to focus on trying to find Noman.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you're super positive that you're okay. He just stares at him for a
He just
few
kind of
more
slows down a
seconds.
little bit and looks at Eris like, let's try to find Noman first, but it's a conversation we can have later. It's a long conversation.
No,
Because
you
it's
need
not-
some happy fucking memories, my friend. And he continues down the stairs.
I would just imagine Arthur looks like mildly offended for like a split second. Then he's like, actually, probably you're right. Like, how dare you? Well, no, yeah.
No, man! As soon as he hits the bottom of the stairs.
I don't know how this door looks, but he ran out to the front, and probably
The door's still open.
if it closes or not, I don't know.
No, the door would not close by itself.
Then it's probably ajar at this point.
And you went out to the courtyard, Nolan?
Yeah. Do you want me to click?
Yes, please.
Click. I'm down here.
Yeah, so all of you see
Oh, all.
the door open, and you can see
Oop.
a figure out there kind of walking among the dead bodies.
Can't I move? Oh, there we go. He would have.
So we can see it through the doors that are open.
Yes.
Yeah, Artha's gonna kind of grab Eros' arm for attention and just point out the door and start walking that way.
Yep, sure.
He would have made it about halfway in between, and well, now there are two of them. Oh no. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's see. He would have had like a minute or two out there before anybody would have come for him, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He would have, well, stepping around dead bodies, I suppose. He would have placed the orb down on the ground and was just kind of like staring at it, pacing, not knowing what to do. And let's see.
The ringing hasn't stopped, Noman.
Okay. Can the DM call heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay. So
Flip a coin.
yeah, trying to decide. Okay. Oop. Hmm. He's going to sit, like, get down on his knees next to it. What are you, cursed thing? Why have you plagued me all this time? He's struggling to try and understand what it would mean. All that he knows is this thing has been pain, and that it would bring nothing but terror. But at this point, nobody else is around. So he'll close his eyes and reach out for it.
All right. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Hey.
Ah!
How dare you?
How
You
woo!
pushed the button! Alright, everybody, we will be back in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned to see what happens to Nelman. He touches.
Prepare for murder, death, kill.
Touches the red button. Literally says, don't talk.
Oh boy.
All right, everybody, and we're back. So, Noman reached out and grabbed, touched, whatever. He touched the orb of fuckery.
Proper
Noman,
name.
as you place your hand on this orb, that terrifying, painful wave hits you again. You are kind of bombarded with a bunch of images and sights and sounds. It's all kind of hitting you at once. Almost makes you sick, and you can hear that scratchy voice again, that staticky voice kind of calling out to you. I need you to make me a wisdom save to try and focus.
Okay. I have inspiration that I'd like to use.
Okay.
And a little bit better.
Yeah. So initially, you're unable to concentrate. Everything's hitting you all at once. Then you kind of start to focus in on that voice. You start to kind of push through all of the extra shit that's going on around you, all the lights and sounds and everything. And you just hone in on that voice. And it kind of feels like you're moving through darkness and all you can see are stars. And as it gets further and further and closer in, you seem to be almost kind of sucked into a vortex. You yourself feel like you're being shunted into a seat. You can feel the leather of the arms. You can kind of hear it as it kind of does that crinkling sound as you move. And then you are looking in front of you and you see this orb, the crystal ball. And you can hear these words coming out of you. My name is Kordai Geno Septisar. I'm from the Wild Space Ra system. I've been pursued by many people. And you kind of hear noises in the background and you turn your head, look, and you can see people running around in what appears to be a ship. They're screaming, "They're over there on the other side." You hear this kind of blasting sound. It doesn't sound like a cannon. And you look back at the orb. I'm not entirely certain where we're going to end up. I don't even know if we're going to survive this. I thought about
Apple juice.
traveling into the astral
I
sea,
want to act like you.
perhaps. Perhaps we can get lost in the astral plane. Maybe we can hold it out there for a while before things get worse. No guarantee. I'm going to be placing all of my memories here in case anything happens to me. Hopefully I'll be able to find this orb, regain my memories, find my ship. Maybe my crew, if they make it. And go back home. And then you hear a very loud crashing sound. You hear sirens. You see lights flashing. Everything starts to kind of rumble around you. The nomenclature's been hit. And then you focus. Wherever I am. Hopefully it's better than this. This is Kordai Geno Septisar signing off. And you wake up as Eros and Arthos walk out, and you see Nomen falling onto his back. He kind of falls over one of the bodies.
Yeah.
Nomen. I will be sending you some information.
Okay.
Everyone else, you can resume.
Is
Sound like
Noman
ground?
passed out?
Yeah.
Is he?
No,
He would be sleepy.
You would have, like it would have kind of just like knocked you back into your senses. So you would have fallen and then kind of opened your eyes.
And it looks like he fell. It's not like he looks injured. It just looked like he stumbled backwards away from something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Arthos isn't rush, and then he's just like, Noman, are you okay?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just like not moving, stunned by whatever the hell just happened to him.
Norman, what's going on?
I'm guessing the orb is still there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's just kind of looking at it for a moment. He's like, I've seen that. Noman, wasn't this the orb you've had me try to hide? What's going on?
Something called for me to touch it. Something was trying to mess with my mind.
Now Arthur looks really concerned. What do you mean mess with your mind? What happened? Did you touch it?
I was up there in the room with all of you, and a voice called out. Some kind of... It wasn't clear. Something trying to get away, saying to get away, and something trying to control me. Someone mentioned the orb, and it was like humming or something. staying so close to everybody. Didn't know what it could do.
Okay, well, it seemed like nothing terrible has happened, at least that doesn't appear so. You know, you could have said something, maybe some of us could have helped.
All I'd ever thought about this thing is that it was dangerous. I couldn't take the chance of it or me hurting anybody. I saw so much. I don't understand it yet, but it's not what it was. It's not what I thought it was.
Oh, what is it?
Something that apparently gave me back some clarity. Still have to parse through what all of that was. I can't really describe it right now.
Okay. Arthas is gonna lean down a little bit and kind of extend a hand to help you up. Well, I don't think out here is probably gonna be the best place to try to process it. It's
No. Until look down at the orb and think for the first time have like some semblance of relief, and goes to pick it up without any kind of hesitation or anything. I'll come back inside. It is not quite pleasant out here.
There are a lot of bodies that Kartag just left out here, you know?
He did do quite a bit of work on them. Almost a shame that we missed out.
I think we had enough fun in the sewers.
That is true. Let us go back inside.
As he's walking back, kind of like prestidigitations the bodies. He's walking by.
You know, Noman, you could at least tell us if you need to walk out of a room.
Well, if I'd planned on it, I might have, but long before you were part of this group, this thing showed up and had plagued me throughout all of this time. I was pretty sure it was going to harm anybody around me, so thought it best not to bring anybody else.
Well, you could have at least asked me. You know I've handled it before.
Not by touch, but yes.
It was wrapped in a cloak, but
Enough. Let us go inside.
yeah, Arthur's gonna head back towards the house.
Step over the bodies.
Yeah. Prestidigitations, don't walk over them.
shoes as you walk by.
Wide
Like,
berth.
ew.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, there was the brain matter.
Oh, no, gross.
You're going like. He's
You
like,
hear
ew,
like a
ew,
slight bit
ew.
of gagging. Told you it wasn't an adventure.
Ah,
Don't know where the doors are. Oh, they're there.
All right, and Kartok, what are you doing? Are you still upstairs?
Still upstairs. Is Fend like here? Here?
I don't know. Fend, are you there?
who?
Yeah, Thind he was in here looking for Noman. He was gonna go check this bathroom.
In all the wrong places.
Yep, all the wrong places. Hey, you know what? They keep talking about bubble baths and stuff, so
Mhm.
that's just what I expected. I did my best.
That's fair.
Kartag's just gonna sort of like wander into the room, and upon seeing Fend, place a hand on his shoulder. Oh, you're here, fantastic. Come on, I'll show you the cursed bathtub.
Is it in this room?
Yes,
Oh, okay. I
come
was
along.
gonna, yeah, I was gonna look for Noman, but I guess this works out.
And there it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to this and cast Detecto Magic.
So, cast and detect magic. The bathtub brightens. And you can see that there's different kinds of magic on here. See, conjuration, transmutation. Things you would assume would probably be to fill up and clean the tub itself to heat the water. But you don't sense anything else.
Um, I am going to, I guess comprehend languages would still be up and running. I'm going to make sure that the words were copied exactly and read over the what's written.
There's no words on the tub.
What? What do you mean there's no words on the tub?
It's smooth.
I thought you said that there were words written on the tub.
There were words written on the tub. Don't worry, I have a cunning plan.
Oh Lord. What
Is there
what
any way to fill the tub?
Yeah. You would assume, obviously, getting in the tub or just kind of like requesting water from it would bring water into the tub.
Now, Fend, do you know how to cast prestidigitation?
Yeah, I could cast that.
Fantastic. Kartag climbs into the tub. Just fully clothed.
Okay. If
No,
he's
trust me. The words will appear when the water comes in.
I
Bathtub. Water.
Does it fill with water, or does he just stand there hoping it does?
Alright, what are you doing?
He just stood in the bathtub and was like, bathtub, water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so requesting the water, you can see that water starts to pool from the bottom and starts to rise up to about waist height.
So it started from the bottom, but now it's here?
Yep. And with Kartog in the water itself, it raises the water just near the edge. And as the water gets to that point, these symbols start to appear.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to read the symbols. Just to make sure that they were copied correctly.
Yep, they are copied exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, same exact spell, copied word for word. Is there anything weird about the locations of where the words might be?
Meaning?
Do any of them, like, point in a specific direction? Or, like, north, south, east, west kind of thing?
No, they're just wrapped around the tub.
Okay. Like the One Ring, okay.
Now fend.
I'm not summoning a demon.
Why not?
He just shut you down so quick! He's...
Come on, it'll be fun. It'll be funny.
Oh god.
You saw Jezebel in person, right?
She was nothing. I could take her.
She's scary enough as is. She's not a high-level demon. This is like a Prince of Hell kind of thing. I'm not summoning that.
Kartag has now decided to fuck with Fend entirely. He reaches to his back, pulls out a hand axe, and goes, "Oh yeah, well what if I do this?" and cuts his wrist into the bathtub.
I hope to God the spell
Oh.
didn't have anything to do with the offering up blood.
All magic
Ooh,
comes with
I'm
a price.
summoning a demon Fend. Ooh.
I'm leaving
What?
this house.
What could go
Summoning a
wrong?
demon in Wilhelm's house Fend. Ooh.
Does anything happen? Do I see any difference in the magical aura?
Nothing happening with the magical aura. You do see that the water itself, though, separates from the blood.
What?
So the blood seems to kind of be on top of the water.
Like with water
like
and oil?
Oil and water.
That's cool.
Okay, that's never happened.
There's an Incubus song for that.
What the fuck?
Kartog,
Mm-hmm.
you start to feel heat. And that heat starts to grow pretty quickly. To the point that the water is bubbling.
What's that?
Why is it spicy?
I think at this point he's just gonna like step out the bathtub.
Wrong bath bomb.
Right.
Please tell me you didn't activate that.
No, everything's fine. It's it's the jacuzzi function. Yeah, that's what it is.
Should I go get everybody?
No, it's fine. It's the jacuzzi.
He was the handler himself.
The way that the water bubbles now, It seems to
boy.
kind of mix with the blood. It turns the entirety of the water red.
Lind is slowly backing towards the door.
And then the water starts to turn into black ichor.
Mmm.
And I don't think this is the jacuzzi function.
JR's cackling right now. You can't hear him.
Okay. So he says that. Then just like, oh, you think?
And then
I've
you
got the
see these kind of clawed hands reach out.
Oh, this would have been really funny if it didn't actually work.
They grab onto the edge of the tub. And as they grip it, the tub starts to crack. It splits, breaks apart, and the ichor starts to flow out of the tub. Nothing is in there, just this black ooze.
But we just saw the claws.
The room is beginning to become unbearably hot. It smells like sulfur.
You know, Fend, I think we should just palm this one off as an accident and forget it ever happened. Close the door and leave.
That seems like a fair idea. Wilhelm could handle it.
Oh, his house, his problem.
100% agreed. And he just steps out of the doorway. No! It's not letting me control my character. I just want to leave. It won't let me leave.
I love hearing the panic in his tone right now.
But yeah, I'm pulling out my sword even as I'm saying that. And as the lightning starts to crackle down it, he's like, Kartag, you might want to step out of the water.
I'm not in the water.
It's spilling over the floor, isn't it?
Yeah, the ichor's all over the floor.
Oh. Yeah, he takes like a step towards the door and just sort of stares at the ichor, prods at it with his foot. No, with the axe. With the axe.
Definitely not the foot.
It's not really doing anything, it's just sort of laying there.
So far, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't need them.
And then the ooze sinks into the floor and disappears.
Oh no.
Even better.
All right, it's time to go. you just see Finn start running towards the door. I'm leaving.
So there's nothing left but the broken bathtub.
Yep.
Kartak just sort of pinches his nose for a moment and then turns to leave. Delicately closes the door behind him. Makes sure there's like no signs that the door's been opened and then just wanders away.
So we checked out the tub.
I'm assuming Noman wasn't there.
No.
No.
Noman wasn't there. That great news. Noman definitely wasn't there. Bad news.
There's no bad news.
I think the demon got loose.
No.
What demon?
He looks back at Kartok, looks back at Wilhelm. It's like, no demon.
Kartak just sort of like raises his hands as if to say, I don't know what he's talking about.
Roll deception, both of you.
Oh god, no, of all things. Oh god.
That is not what you summoned.
Oh god.
That is also not what you summoned.
Let's see. I mean, he could fail miserably.
He could roll a 1.
Exactly. He could definitely roll a 1.
Oh, it was
Right.
right there.
Jesus
It
Christ.
was right there.
It's
One
kind
face.
of true. At least there's a 1 in it.
You see Wilhelm kind of raise a brow.
So,
Okay.
we might have accidentally summoned the demon from the tub.
Yes, we might have accidentally. Listen, I thought, first bath didn't really do it for me. And I thought, I'll get another one. And then I realized, oh no, I've got a little cut on my hand. And then the blood went to the surface and began to boil and turned black. And then a claw came out, and you need a new bathtub, basically.
And you need some stitches. And he looks at your wrist.
No. I caught my wrist on the door, and the metal on the door cut my wrist.
A sphere
So I thought,
cut your wrist.
yes, no.
But yeah, so the black ichor stuff, it spilled out onto the floor and then it disappeared into the floor. And I'm not sure if that means something bad about the house or whatnot, but I'm not staying here tonight. Good luck with that. And I just wanted to give you a quick warning, and he just starts leaving.
It's just, you're going to summon a demon in my home and then you're not going to take care of it. Oh, no, sir. And he just starts to stomp after you.
No. I didn't summon. Hey. Number one, you summon demons in your house all the time, so I don't want to hear it. Number two, I didn't summon anything. Kartog accidentally bled the tub.
Accidentally bled in the tub.
He's just steadily just leaving. I don't want to be here. Don't want to be here. Don't want to be here.
Listen, this is your house, Wilhelm. You owe it to your guests as a good housekeeper to take care of their demons from the astral, whatever the fuck, okay?
The demons that you summoned.
Accidentally. Do you remember that one time you did that really fucked up thing and then we helped you with it?
What thing? I do a lot of fucked
That
up
narrows
things.
it down.
You know, that one time when that thing happened and we were like, oh, don't worry, Wilhelm, we'll help you, and then we helped you?
No.
Well, I do, and this is the same thing.
And Eros, Arthos, whoever was coming in, and Noman, the three of you walking in, see Kartog, Wilhelm, and Thend walking downstairs, and Wilhelm just... All of you just tried to kill me. Not even 30 minutes ago. And now you're telling me that I have to deal with a demon that you summoned in my bathroom?
Wait.
I did not, and
Accidentally.
Maybe your demon is friends with that demon. And
His
so
demon is a devil, not a demon.
Who summoned the demon?
Nobody.
accidentally.
He holds up
Nobody.
Kartog's arm, who's currently still bleeding.
It smells like a bunch of kids.
Why?
I told him I wouldn't summon it, and he decided to like joke
No.
around and
That's bullshit.
Kartog. Really?
as more
Really?
people get involved, he's just like, oh, you know what, man, I'm not even trying anymore.
No, what happened is I wanted to get another bath, and Fen was in the way with his sword out. And I went, oh, hello, Fen.
know what?
I went to go and pat him on the shoulder.
I'm just going to go get my armor because,
that
you
the-
know, I cannot deal with this bullshit with a 13 armor class. Excuse me.
Right behind you.
What's armor class?
Exactly. Doesn't matter at this point.
What's his armor?
He's so panicked he doesn't even know at this point.
Listen, what's the worst that could happen?
Wilhelm literally looks at you and just, I wish you hadn't said that right now.
I'll go and look for the demon.
As all of this is going down, the black ichor is oozing down, Arthas. You can see as you make your way into your room, you can see it kind of flowing down from the walls above you.
Where at? Is it in the room or is it
It's in the hallway.
in the hallway outside the room?
Yes. I would hope the hallway's not in your room.
Well, there's more than one hallway in this house.
Yeah, no.
Ariel just comes in, sees it, just slams the door.
Let me out.
Nope.
Let me out. I'm done. No way. We're gonna walk around it to get my shit.
Yep.
I'm over the bed.
I'm gonna go sit outside on the steps. That's what Finn's doing. He doesn't want to be in that house.
This is bullshit. Like, I don't.
Listen, it would have
Look
been
at
really
you.
funny if it didn't work.
We left him alone for like what? 10 minutes? Not even.
I
And
don't even think it's been 10 minutes.
he's already. Why? What was the reason? Was this like, haha? Look, I might be able to summon the demon. That seems dumb.
You leave Kartag alone for 10 minutes and he summons a Lord of the Abyss.
Accidentally.
We left him alone for 2 years and he didn't do that.
You know,
Arthas again just like stops, looks outside at the black ichor coming down. It's like, you know what? I'd say we can just grab the armor and we can just put it on later. Let's.
oh yeah, sure.
I don't feel like being here.
I've added to the list of issues that are happening today. Why not?
Wow, it's a big outside.
Grab my armor and shove it in my bag of holding. And
As they come back out, Kartag's
Arthas are just
in the
carrying his
library,
pieces out.
like, Astaroth, where are you, man? It was just a prank. You don't have to be here. You can go home, you know.
Alright, I'll head out.
Damn door.
Alright, so while all of you are having these little panic attacks, we're jumping over to Isa.
Oh boy.
Isa, are you making your way over towards Leafa's home?
Yes. Yes,
Kill
I am.
her.
Oh, right. So, as
Listen to
you
him. Go.
make your way over, obviously the sun has begun to set, and it's pretty quiet out. You can see a couple of her guards walking by. They look at you, they acknowledge you, but they don't say anything. As you make your way into the home, none of them stops you. I will bring you over. Can you see the map?
Yes, I think. How the fuck do I turn around that shit? Hold on. There we go.
Yes. Alright. So, you make your way in, and you know that the room that you spoke to her in was up here in this corner.
Eyes will give a single knock and then step in.
And when you make your way inside, you see Leafa sitting there. She's, she doesn't look, I wouldn't say, like, well put together. She looks like she was getting ready for bed when you had reached out to her.
Convenient.
Isa, you requested to see me?
Yes, I did. And he'll roll up his sleeve, kind of remove whatever few bandages he put on his arm, and show her the infected arm.
As soon as you show it, she gasps. Oh, I can see why. When did this happen?
Just recently, in the sewers.
Recently as in today, recently as in the last couple of days.
Or like the last couple of hours, or last few hours.
You went into the sewers.
The reason for it is irrelevant right now. But it's inevitable this happened.
Alright. She kind of like shakes her head. Like you can tell that she doesn't really know how to respond to this.
What happened to calm, collected Leafa?
I am calm. I am trying to figure out how best to handle this.
I don't exactly like that you use the word handle for it. It makes it feel like that there's not exactly a cure for this.
That's gross.
Even the child is concerned.
She just handed me a half-eaten piece of chicken. But yeah, when you say that, she kind of makes that face, you know, yeah. She kind of like bites her lip and takes a sip of her tea. I've yet to find a cure for it. Wasn't intended to be a cure.
Well,
Place it on.
that complicates things quite a bit. So what's my options now? You put me down before I turn into a monster, or
if I did that, I'm quite certain your companions would kill me without question.
I know I'm basically on my deathbed, but now's about the time for jokes.
It's not a joke. If I were to put you down now, what do you think they're going to do to me? You think they're going to listen to reason?
I was thinking suspicion that at least only one of them would really mind that much.
Well, I can assure you, being the target of all of you, none of you really listen. You swing first, ask questions later.
It's a bad habit that I learned from them, unfortunately, that I'm trying to undo.
Honestly, there's nothing I can do for you. At least not now.
Alright then, how long do you give me? A few days? Week?
A week at most, though I can't guarantee. Putting yourself in precarious situations and your heart rate, blood moving through you, it's going to help this thing spread faster. Remaining calm seems to be the best option. Though, with the company you keep, that doesn't seem to be very likely.
No. Well, that changes a lot of things moving forward, at least for the immediate.
Do you happen to have a sample of the creature that infected you?
I do actually. I was meaning to run some tests on it, see if there was anything I could do, but there aren't exactly any state-of-the-art tools or utensils back at Wilhelm's estate. And he'll pull out the samples that he took from the creature.
She nods. You're welcome to use the lab. It's in the basement.
Well, I have one question about it then. Does it lock from the outside?
The inside.
You're gonna need to install a lock on the outside as well then.
Understood.
I see you were getting ready for bed. Apologize for the sudden intrusion.
No, it's fine. As I said, I'm at your disposal anytime you or any of your friends might need me.
If that's the case, you wouldn't happen to have a guest room or anything?
I
Not exactly
have.
in the way over there.
She shakes her head. I have plenty here. You're welcome to take whichever you wish.
If I possibly might die soon, I might as well get comfortable.
She gets up. You see that she's getting ready to kind of make her way out of the room. And as she's turning to leave, she does gesture in this direction. There's a room right here if you wish. There are, as I said, others around. My room is just outside the courtyard, to the right. And she goes to walk past you and just kind of like gives you that awkward pat to your shoulder. I'm sorry about love.
It doesn't matter now.
She nods and makes her way out of the room. You can see that there's like late night servants wandering around, so obviously if you have any need for anybody, you can ask them.
Okay. Then he'll go to the room that was gestured to and head inside. And, he will... What time is it?
It's probably about 9-10 o'clock at night. I know he started on the Book of Hiosima. How much longer do you think it might take for him to finish that? What was the requirements for that book? Let me see if I can... Hold on. That one requires 48 hours over the minimum of 6 days. You just started it. Because of my classes, that's cut to 24, and I think I did 2 hours of it so far. Yep, that's 24 over 3 days now. Then he is going to... You know what, he'll stay up and pump out a full 10 hours of reading. Wow, phrasing. Keeps him calm. Alright, so that's where we're going to end it. With Isa sleeping in the enemy's house. And a ragtag group of idiots summoning a demon.
Yep.
So
I can't believe Isa didn't want to come play Scooby-Doo with us.
for real.
Want to play Scooby-Doo with you.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in. You can catch us next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the continuation of Aes'Taldon, Evil Begets Evil. And you can catch us this Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the continuation of Aes'Taldon: The Beginning. Looking forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.
Ruh-roh.